Gemini, hey Gemini. Today you are most compatible with Libra. And you may be really patient in your energy, or you may need to be patient in your energy today. 12 a.m. could be important for you today, tomorrow. Whenever you see this message, Gemini, I'm recording for you on Saturday. Saturdays are the energy of Saturn, which brings us our challenges, our restrictions, things that tell us no, right? It's the energy of needing or having discipline, okay? Your hard work, okay? You'll look nice in the color red, or the color red may appear in your day. Red is the energy of your root chakra, which pairs well with Saturn, your hard work and stability. Red connects you to the earth, your foundation of support, right? Your good luck number for today is the number 82 or 28, which reduces down to a 10, and 10s are the energy of completion. Okay, things coming to an end so that new things can begin, right? So, hey, hi, hello, Gemini, how are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy, and productive in your energy today. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and hyping the videos. I appreciate all of your support. If you haven't subscribed already, Gemini, do me a big favor. Hit the subscribe button before you leave the channel today. It is absolutely free for you to subscribe, friend. And YouTube told me that most of you guys watching are not actually subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe, friend. You already watching. Thank you, Gemini. So we're going to take a look at your next romantic encounter and look at the overall energies around the person coming towards you. We'll see what's causing that energy, how you appear, or we'll see what's causing the energy, how they're appearing in the energy, their intentions towards you, and the outcome, okay? So let's see, Gemini, my friends. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, so put yourself first. If you are returning, welcome back, my friend. I do have the balcony door open just a little bit. There's a lake and a dog park right outside my balcony. Sometimes we can hear the outside noise, but it's usually pretty quiet. So let's see, Gemini. It is right at 3 p.m. as I record for you. Leave me a comment. Let me know what time you're watching, where you're watching from, and what you are doing at 3 p.m. or how 12 a.m. Plays a role in your day, okay? So let's see, Gemini. And then there's always a timestamp in the comments of all of my videos where you can forward through the shuffling to where I pull the first card here, okay? So let's see. Unbreakable love. This person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have beware of codependency. It says addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life. So unbreakable love and codependency. All right. It does say the next energy would be they are the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. And then the next one would be unconditional love. The love between you and your person is eternal. Nothing and no one can take it away from you. So they are the one in unconditional love. And then you have boundaries. So let's see, Gemini, how this plays out. What's this way? So let's see. The Chariot is at the bottom of the deck starting out. Unbreakable love. So this is the energy around the person coming towards you. Let's see. So they may, it says beware of codependency. Addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I pulled two. So the Nine of Wands and the Five of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is the energy of someone who is very persistent, but they're kind of a bit exhausted because they're having to do everything by themselves, right? And the Five of Wands is that conflict, it's arguing, it's disagreements, back and forth. Someone who's combative, right? To disagreements. Yeah, look at that. The Seven of Swords, which is, an intentional betrayal, an intentional lie or deception. When you're in the Seven of Swords energy, not you, because this is the energy around the person coming towards you, but it doesn't mean it's them. It could be someone around them as well. But the Seven of Swords is the energy of someone who is very, very strategic. It's Aquarius energy, right? Aquarius being the King of Swords, the smartest energy in the deck, right? Aquarius is the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is the smartest energy in the deck. If we were playing with regular cards and we were playing spades, Aquarius would be the King of Spades. And other than the Ace and the Jokers, nothing beats the King of Spades. So, but anyway, I don't know. I just heard, someone didn't like me saying Aquarius was the. Anyway, so the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is the energy of someone that's walking away. So maybe there's been some dishonesty about maybe a breakup, or maybe being single or walking away from a relationship. The Nine of Swords. Let's see. How are they appearing in these energies? What's the frequencies around them? Let's see. I know, Gemini. You would be the Jack of Spades. Let's see. So the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is traveling. It's speed, it's movement, it's things that's happening quickly. It's typically, if the Eight of Wands is indicating travel, it's usually by air, like a plane or a jet. It could also be communication, back and forth, like messages. And the Page of Wands. Yeah, good news. The Page of Wands is usually good news in regards to a job, right? It's a very exciting job. It's the similar energy as the Fool. A new beginning, starting a new job. And look at that, the Chariot right at the bottom of the deck. Again, where we started out. So they have really good energy around them, Gemini, okay? They could be starting a new job. Either way, they're definitely in the movement energy. So I'm not sure what the Eight of Cups is about. But again, this energy is about work. The Eight of Cups would be about a relationship. So, they have really good energy around them about their movement and their forward progress. But there's some sort of dishonesty here about who or what or why they're walking away from someone here. So let's see. What's their intentions towards you? Since they are the one, you have already met the romantic partner you seek. So let's see. The Ace of Wands. Well, that's good. A new, exciting beginning, right? Again, when we're in the wand energy, we're dealing with work, right? A new idea, a new job. But either way, it's a new beginning and a love reading, right? So the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, is the after effect of this lie, right? Can't be the Ten of Swords unless you've experienced the Seven of Swords, right? So the Seven of Swords is the betrayal. It's the initial lie. The Ten of Swords is how this impacts the person. So someone may have lied to you. Maybe they weren't single before, but they are now. Let's see. What's in the outcome? Unbreakable love. This person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. Let's see. Let's see. So the magician. The magician is the person who has the natural ability to create the resolution that they want, right? Now, Gemini, the magician can be your energy because of Mercury, right? It's the hangman is at the bottom. We already have the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Wands. There's definitely some sort of betrayal here. And you have to know that the hangman is a traitor, Pisces energy. It's very, very intentional. Like I said, with this Seven of Swords, the person in the Seven of Swords, it's an intentional, deception. And again, looking at the Seven of Swords from a good perspective, it would be someone who's just moving in silence. It's not everyone's business. But I have to say, with the Five of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Magician, and the Hangman, it feels very, very deceptive in a bad way. The Hangman is someone who is equivalent to being on America's Most Wanted. Google it. It's a traitor. No matter how many people tell you that this person is hanging upside down by their foot to gain enlightenment, we all know that logically that's stupid. No one hangs upside down from their foot to gain enlightenment. This person is a traitor. They're hanging upside down from their foot because they got caught and they're having to sit there and think about what they did. In the midst of it, they may gain some perspective or a different perspective, right? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But it doesn't change that they're still a horrible person, or what they did was still very horrible. Not specifically because, more so because if you're in the hangman energy, you ran, right? They got caught. That's why they're hanging, because they got caught. It's not because they, felt bad and said, oh, let me go turn myself in. It's because they got caught. That's the only reason. And someone has done something pretty dang bad here. And I feel like they're going to try to lie or manipulate the situation. What's the Magician? The Wheel of Fortune is here as well, so let's take that out. But it's connected to the Hermit. And again, the Hermit, another energy of betrayal, right? I know, Gemini. People will have you thinking that the Hermit is way more than what it is. I know you were told Virgo the God. Wrong. It's Virgo the Virgin. Okay? Virgo the maid or the maiden. All right? The Hermit is the energy of solitude. It's someone who has gone into confinement, or they've gone into solitude because they've either betrayed someone or someone has betrayed them. Okay? Google it. I promise I wouldn't lie to you, Gemini. All right. The Hermit is the energy again of Virgo, which means virgin, and virgin meaning to be pure in your intentions. It has nothing to do with intimacy at all, right? Virgin is to be pure in your intentions. And when that hasn't happened, it causes the Hermit to go into introspection in the sense of their own perspective, right? Doesn't make it, the truth. It just means how their way of finding reason to deal with what has happened, this betrayal. There's been a major betrayal here, and someone's going to manipulate you like everything is fine. What's the Magician? Because again, the Hermit is looking for truth, but not always is that truth, a good truth. Sometimes it's a hurtful truth, especially when, the Virgo, or not the Virgo, but the person in Hermit mode doesn't have to be a Virgo, right? Whomever is in the Hermit mode, whoever has done the betraying, right? They can't say, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Like I said, Okay, the hangman, they're not hanging because they turned themselves in. They're hanging because they tried to get away with it, but they still got caught. The hermit is not going to say, oh, I'm sorry. They're going to say, oh, this is what happened. And they'll find the introspection that, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. But the hermit, again, being solitude, they're not going to say anything. They're not going to apologize. They're going to, acknowledge it. It'll probably weigh very, very heavily on their heart. But they're never, if they're the one that betrayed you, which it looks like that's what's happened here, they're never going to apologize for it because they never intended to. They only got caught. They never intended to tell you the truth. They never intended to even get caught. It's done in solitude. It's hidden. It's secrecy. All right. It's a very, very deep betrayal. It's done in isolation. Like, that's literally the energy of the hermit. No matter what anybody else on YouTube tell you, friend. Google it. I promise. I just feel like they're going to try to manipulate the energy. It does say that this is unconditional love. The love between you and this person is eternal. Nothing and no one can take it away. Just feels, manipulative. Okay. What's the magician? Like, they're going to try to downplay their betrayal. And it's not a small betrayal, Gemini. The Five of Wands, the Hangman, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Magician, the Hermit. It's not small. And they know it's not small. So the Empress, someone they have children with, someone may be pregnant. You may have children with them, so they're going to try to play on your emotions if you're pregnant. You could be, if you are, pregnant, then you probably are very, very high in your emotions. They're going to try to manipulate your emotions, or they're going to manipulate you by saying they're pregnant, Gemini. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're going to have to stand up for yourself. The Seven of Wands is the energy of someone who's defending themselves. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. Again, that Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, they have really good energy around them in regards to work, in regards to new beginnings and forward movements, right? Unbreakable love. They are the one, unconditional love, right? But then we have this underlying energy here of beware of codependency. And there's definitely something here to beware of, okay? They're going to try to manipulate the situation, but you know your person, you know how they act, you know how to respond to them. You're going to have to stand up for yourself, because I feel like they're not going to be completely honest about what has happened, right? If it wasn't a betrayal to you and maybe a betrayal to someone else, they're not going to be honest about it. They're going to try to manipulate the situation. Like, oh, we can just have a new beginning without apologizing or without ever acknowledging that they've done something pretty dang bad here. So, Gemini, we'll leave this one here for now. We'll do more love readings and energy reads all throughout the remainder of the week. Make sure you have your notifications on. Don't forget to comment, like, hype, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye, Gemini.